I didn't block her. I didn't send a final message. I didn't raise my voice or slam the door on my way out. I simply left. Because when your heart grows tired of fighting for someone who refuses to fight for you, you stop chasing closure. You start choosing peace. That night I chose peace over pain. Not because I stopped loving her, but because I finally started loving myself. I assumed she moved on, that someone else replaced me, that my absence barely registered in her life. I was wrong. I just didn't know it yet. Our love was never loud or dramatic. It didn't burn fast or reckless. It was quiet, steady, built from late-night talks that drifted into early mornings, from grocery runs where we remembered each other's favorite snacks, from 1,000 small routines that slowly became our life. She knew me completely. My fears, my scars, the way I paused before admitting I was hurting, and somehow it still wasn't enough. The change didn't arrive all at once. Crept in. Shorter conversations. Longer silences. A distance I couldn't explain but felt every day. Eventually, I realized I was the only one still reaching. Still showing up. Still trying to hold together something that was meant to be shared. When I finally asked what had changed, she shrugged and said, "I don't know." That answer hurt more than anger ever could. So I stopped asking. I packed my things quietly, left the key on the counter, and walked away without begging for effort that should have been freely given. With every step, the weight in my chest loosened just a little. I told myself the truth I'd been avoiding. Being alone in peace is better than feeling lonely beside someone who no longer chooses you. The weeks that followed were calm, but not painless. Mornings with coffee and books. Long walks without explaining myself to anyone. Relearning parts of life I had abandoned while trying to save something that no longer wanted saving. Peace didn't arrive all at once. It was something I chose every day, especially on the days my heart missed what hurt me. Then one night everything shifted. Rain tapped softly against my window as I made tea, trying to quiet my thoughts. A knock broke the silence. Gentle. Hesitant. I wasn't expecting anyone. When I opened the door, she stood there. Soaked from the rain, exhausted. Eyes heavy from sleepless nights. In her hands was a small box. Inside were pieces of us. A spare key. A folded concert ticket. A birthday note I'd written years ago. A photo of us laughing, the kind you can't fake. "I didn't come to take anything," she whispered. "I just didn't know where else to go." I stepped aside and let her in. She moved slowly, like someone walking through a place that once felt like home, but no longer belonged to them. Silence filled the room until she finally spoke. "I didn't replace you." "I thought you did," I said quietly. "I tried," she admitted. "I tried to fill the space you left, but nothing worked. No one felt like home. I didn't realize how loud life was without you until you were gone." I looked at her. Not the version I'd imagined after leaving. Not a villain. Not a ghost. Just a person weighed down by regret. "I hurt you," she said. "Not by what I did, but by what I stopped doing. I stopped showing up. I stopped trying. And by the time I understood the cost, you were already gone." Tears filled her eyes. "I wouldn't have stayed either," she whispered. Then she placed a folded letter on the table. "I wrote this the night you left," she said. "I never sent it. I didn't think I deserved to. I don't expect forgiveness. I just needed you to know. I never stopped loving you. I just forgot how to show it." I didn't interrupt. I didn't argue. I listened. She stood and walked toward the door. "I'll go now. I'm sorry." Before leaving, she paused. "Even if we never speak again, thank you for choosing peace. It showed me what I lost when I stopped choosing us." And then she was gone. I didn't chase her. Not because I didn't care, but because some moments aren't meant to be fixed immediately. They're meant to sit with you, waiting for understanding. Hours later, I read the letter. Every word felt like pressing on a bruise I didn't realize was still healing. She wrote about fear, about guilt, about sabotaging what mattered most. At the end, she wrote, "If peace is what you found, I hope I never disturb it. But if a part of you still remembers who we were, I'll be waiting, not to pretend, not to fix everything, just to be real this time. I don't know what happens next. I don't know if that door will ever open again. I don't know if love and peace can exist in the same space. But I do know this. Sometimes the people who hurt you return carrying the pieces they didn't realize they dropped. And only you can decide whether picking them up brings healing or reopens old wounds. If this story reached you in a quiet moment, share it. Tell me, have you ever chosen peace over pain? And if the one who walked away returned holding what they lost, what would you do? 'Cause sometimes love doesn't end, just goes silent until it finds the courage to speak again.